हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू अनदर सेशन ऑफ NMAT SNAP क्वांटिटेटिव एप्टीट्यूड। और जैसा कि हमने कुछ क्वेश्चंस प्रैक्टिस किए थे कल प्रॉफिट लॉस और डिस्काउंट पे, आज वहीं से कंटिन्यू करेंगे एंड कुछ और क्वेश्चंस प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, क्वेश्चंस विच आर बेटर देन यस्टरडे इन टर्म्स ऑफ लैंग्वेज एंड द डिफ़िकल्टी लेवल। सो प्रैक्टिस करेंगे प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस डिस्काउंट्स के और भी क्वेश्चंस एंड इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ रियली गुड रिविजन फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू गाइज। Shumit, Akul, Meenal, Priyam, good afternoon guys. So quickly let's move on to our first question. Let's not waste much time and this is the first question. Now remember, it's important that if you are preparing for CAT, you have a habit of solving questions of all the difficulty levels, okay, because it appears that the level of questions when in CAT are varying by big difference, like the level of questions in 2024 were different from 2023, which were different from 2022. So it's important that you try questions of all the difficulty levels, and in case of NMAT SNAP preparation you can get that, and in case of better difficulty level questions you will be prepared for that. So you should be trying questions of all the levels, right? Now in case of NMAT SNAP, no calculators are allowed, okay, not a physical one and not on screen calculator. So अगर कहीं पे calculation आती है, so check the options. If options are at a comfortable gap, then try to use the approximations. So what's the answer we are getting here? Any answer? That's very surprising that no one has given any answer yet. Okay, now I'm getting answers. Option D, option A, option D. All right. Let's check this. It says a video magazine distributor made 3,500 copies of the March issue of the magazine at a cost of 3,50,000. That is the total cost. He gave 500 cassettes free to some key video libraries. He also allowed a 25% discount on the market price of the cassettes and gave one extra cassettes free with every 29 cassettes bought at a time. In this manner, he was able to sell all the 3,500 cassettes that were produced. If the market price of a cassette was 150 rupees, then what is his gain or loss percent for the March issue of the video magazine? So what we can say, 3,500 minus 500, that is equal to 3,000 to be sold, right? 3,000 cassettes are to be sold. With 29 cassettes, one of them is free. So 29 plus 1 is equal to 30. So you can get 30 cassettes at a price of 29. So what we can say, total selling price will be equal to, so first of all, 150 is mark price of each cassette. 25% discount. 25% discount means 3 by 4 times, right? 25% is 1 by 4. So what's left? 3 by 4. Now, for how many cassettes? 29 cassettes. For how many cassettes? 29 cassettes. This will be the selling price of 30 cassettes because one is free. And then 3,000 out of 3,000 upon 30. So this is cancelled out. And 3 into 3 is cancelled out, 4 into 75. Now we are getting 150 into 75 into 29, right? This we need to multiply. So let's see, 75 into 29, what will be the value? 75 into 30, 2250 minus 75, so 2175 into 150. So 15 into 5, 75, 15 into 7, 105 plus 7, 112, carry 11, 15 plus 11, 26, carry 2, 15 plus 2, 30. So it's 30,600, 3,06,250. What is the loss here? The loss here is 3,50,000 minus 3,0250, and that is equal to, how much is that? This will be 0, 5, then 9 minus 2 is 7, then this will be 3, and this will be 4. 43,750, right? 43,750. Is that correct? 30 into 2. So we need to find what's the total loss. Now let's check the calculation once. It will be 150 rupees mark price. This will be the selling price of one cassette, and this will be the selling price of 29 cassettes, or total 30 cases, and there will be 100 such groups. So if we multiply this, 15 into 3, 45 into 7, I guess this is correct, right? So 3,50,000 minus 3,06,250. This will be the difference, 43,750. So what we can say, I guess something wrong with the options, right? 27,23750, close to the answer. 23,750 upon 35 lakhs. Okay, this is 2. Okay, यहाँ पे 26 था ना, यहाँ पे लास्ट में कितना था? 15 into 2. मैंने कुछ कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक कर दी यहाँ पे. दिस शुड हैव बीन 2. करेक्ट. दिस वुड बी 2, है ना? एक बार फिर से मल्टीप्लाई कर लेते हैं. 15 into 5, 75. This will be 2, 3. This will be 23750, 23750, right? And pehle tha 43750, that was a mistake, the calculation mistake. This will be 2. So now we are getting the loss as 23750. Now out of 3,50,000, 1%, 1% will be equal to 3,500 and 6% will be equal to 21,000. So this value is little bigger than 6%. So our answer is option D. That's the correct calculation. Yes, Sumit, that is correct now. All right. Good afternoon, Paris. So Harsh got this correct. Pallavi, I guess there must be some calculation mistake, right? Sumit, correct answer. Chalo, theek hai. Let's try the next question. None of these. I don't think so, but we will check it. A cash payment that will settle a bill for 250 chairs at 50 rupees per chair with successive discounts of 20% and 15% with a further discount of 5% on cash payment is. So what we can say, total price. So there are 250 chairs into 50 into, now for 20% discount, it will be 8 by 10, right? It will be, or 4 by 5, 20% is 1 by 5. 15% discount, 15% is 3 upon 20. So what's left? 17 upon 20 into 5%. So 19 upon 20. This is what we need to do, right? Now we need to multiply all these values. So first we are going to do 0, 0, 0, 0, 5, 5, 2, 2, 4 cancelled out. Now if we multiply this, what are we getting? See, 17 into 19. 17 into 19 is 18 square minus 1, right? So it will be 323. 25 into 323. Now you can multiply this very easily. 25 into 3, 75, carry 7. 25 into 2, 57, carry 5. 75 and 5, 8075. This will be the total. Option A, है ना? Option A is the correct answer. 7125I, अकुल देखो क्या मिस्टेक हुई यहाँ पे. पेरिस क्या मिस्टेक हुई? हर्ष गॉट दिस करेक्ट. कार्तिक, सुमित, पल्लवी, all of these got this correct. Priyam got this correct, right? Okay, as I said, you should try one-liner solution in case of NMAT SNAP because you can't afford write step by step for 5 steps in that much time and then solve. All right, then try this next question. So this is a very interesting question. This is again one-liner question in two different ways, and we are going to discuss both of them. An oil refinery takes 1000 liters of crude oil as input, and after refining of 1 hour gives certain amount of output oil X liters, oil X. This can be sold in the market at a profit of 30 rupees per liter. If this oil is further refined for half hour, it will give Y liters oil. This can be sold at a profit of 50 rupees per liter. Output and input ratio at both stages is 90%. 90% means if we are using 1000 liter, then the output will be 900 liters. And out of these 900 liters, some of them could be sold, some of them could be sold. Let's say if K liters are sold at 30, K liters are sold at 30, then what will be left? 90% of the remaining, means 9 by 10 of 900 minus K will be left, right? From 100 liters to first output 90%, from remaining again second output will be 90% of the previous ones. So out of these 900 liters, let's say K liters are sold at 30, and these, what will be left? 900 minus K liters will be left. Of that value, 90% will remain after half an hour of more refining. So 90% of this is left, and this will be sold at 50 rupees. What we can say? Total profit will be equal to 30K plus 50 times 9 by 10 into 900 minus K, right? This should be our profit. So this will be equal to 30K plus 45 into 900, 40500 minus 45K, which will be equal to 40500 minus 50K. Now if I want to maximize this, value, K must be 0. K must be minimum, so K must be 0, means all the oil which were sold at 30 rupees profit should be 0. So the answer will be 40,500, right? Now in another case, what we can say, if you see from first stage to second stage, the oil which is left is 9 by 10. 9 by 10 from X to Y, 9 by 10 is left, but the price is increasing by 5 by 3, right? So 5 by 3 is greater than 9 by 10. This value is greater than 9 by 10, means we should sell all the oil when the profit is 50 rupees. So 1000 after first refining, 900 will be left. After second refining, 810 liters will be left. 810 into 50, 40,500. So you can solve this question orally, है ना? 40,500 is correct. All right. Chalo, let's try the next one. क्या आ रहा है आंसर? ऑप्शन सी। ओके, देखते हैं। अ मैन्युफैक्चरर sells a pair of glasses to a wholesale dealer at a profit of 18%. The wholesaler sells the same to a retailer at a profit of 20%. The retailer in turn sells them to a customer for 30 rupees 9 paise, thereby earning a profit of 25%. The cost price of the manufacturer is so the cost price of manufacturer is M. Then he is selling to wholesaler 18% profit. So now the selling price of manufacturer will be this. The wholesaler is selling to the retailer at 20% profit. This will be the selling price of the wholesaler or the cost price of retailer. Then this retailer is selling to the customer at 25% profit. This will be the cost price. This whole will be the cost price of the customer or the selling price of the retailer. That is equal to 30.09. So we just need to solve it, nothing else. 26 by 5, 5 upon 4. Remove the decimal, 10000 cancelled out. 5, 5 cancelled out. 4, 3 times 2, 59 times. Now, divide this by 3. This is equal to 1003. And 59 into 17 is 1003. So we can say M will be equal to 17. The manufacturer cost will be 17 rupees, which is option C. Now we can also solve this question using successive percentage, but that will be very calculative in terms of 2 steps. We will have to find total successive increase, and then we divide that by this. So in these type of situations, multiplication factor is a better idea, है ना? Hello Nawab. Okay, any doubts? Chalo, if no doubts, let's try the next one. Option A dealer offers a cash discount of 20% and still makes a profit of 20% when he further allows 16 articles to a dozen to a particularly sticky bargainer. How much percent above the cost price where his wares listed? ओके ठीक है, जो भी है ना. Okay, so how do we find? We need to find the ratio of MP upon CP, right? MP upon CP. So one thing that you should know, that MP upon CP is 100 plus P upon 100 minus D. This is a direct concept that we can use, but this is not the only case. Instead of 12, the customer is taking 16. And this guy is still able to make the profit. What does that mean? Means he is keeping the price of 12 equivalent to 16, right? So it should be this 16 by 12. So it will be 120 upon 80 into 16 upon 12. So this is 5 times, this is 10 times, and this is 2 times. We can say MP upon CP is equal to 2 upon 1. The mark price is exactly the double of the cost price. Means the markup percentage is 100%. है ना? So you can direct find the ratio of MP upon CP. So most of you got this correct. Akul got this correct. Pallavi got this correct. Paris, Meenal got this correct. चलो बहुत अच्छे. Now let's try the next one. %. Instead of a meter scale, cloth merchant uses a 120 centimeter scale while buying, but uses an 80 centimeter scale while selling the same cloth. If he offers a discount of 20% of cash payment, what is his overall percent profit? So to find the percent profit in these kind of scenarios, you can take SP upon CP direct. And in the first case, he is investing 100. He is giving money for 100 centimeter, but taking 120 centimeter worth cloth. Then in case of customer, he is giving only 80, but taking money worth 100 centimeter. And then he offers a discount of 20%. Discount of 20% means out of 100, he is taking only 80. That's it. In one step, you can solve this type of question. 80, 80 cancelled out, 100, 100 cancelled out. So what we can say, profit is equal to 20% straight away. SP upon CP is 120 by 100, so 20% profit. Answer is option A. Okay, Ashish, is that clear now? So whenever there are multiple scenarios of cheating, you can use this ratio method, SP upon CP, the multiplication factor method, return upon investment, return upon investment, return upon investment. Does not matter how many cases are there. You can make this a one-liner question. All right. So guys, last calling for our NMAT SNAP batch for this year, and in this batch you are getting 5 days of week live classes. You are getting 20 full mocks, of which 10 will be NMATs, 10 will be SNAP. Lots of questions to practice. It's way more than 4,000 plus, 24/7 doubt solving, one unique feature you don't get anywhere, and mentorship session by toppers, right? So this batch is starting very soon. You can join us and get started, है ना? रेशियो मेथड डिस्कस किया है ना राज सर ने? Yes. So that's perfect. Okay. Now try the next question. This is a very easy question, right? You should not be taking too much time to solve these type of questions. A book is sold at profit of 20 rupees, which is 10% of its cost price. 10% of cost price is 20 rupees. Cost price will be equal to 200 rupees. If its CP increased by 50%, increase this value by 50% and you are getting 300. And it is still sold at profit of 10%, find the new profit. So it will also increase by 10. So it will become 300. 10% of 300 is 30, है ना? चलो इस क्वेश्चन में ज़्यादा कुछ था नहीं करने को हमें. Let's try this one. A again. $11.81. Correct. That is absolutely correct. A fruit seller sells mango at the rate of 9 rupees per kg, thereby loses 20%. So whenever I see situation like this, we can say 20% loss means 80% of CP is equal to 9, right? 80% of CP is equal to 9. 5% profit means 105% of CP will be equal to 9 upon 80 into 105. This is what we need to do here. 21 into 5, 16 into 5, 189 upon 16. That is equal to 11 times 176, 13 left. So 11 point something, because there is only one option starting with 11. So our answer is option A. We don't need to find the answer exact. Sumit, as I said, you can avoid calculation. Instead of finding the cost price and then again finding the selling price, you can use unitary method, है ना? Whenever there is a comparison between loss percentage, profit percentage, or previous loss percentage, new profit percent, new loss percentage, something like that, you can always use unitary method. 20% loss, 80% of CP. 5% profit, 105% of CP. So direct multiply and find the answer. In that way, you can skip one step, right? Correct, guys? I hope all of you are learning these things, and these are very important. Okay, you can avoid lots of steps here if you understand it in this way. No one has asked the old selling price, so we don't need to calculate it as well. श्योर अकुल, देखो अप्रॉक्सीमेशन में तो टोटल हमें कॉस्ट ही करना पड़ेगा. A man would gain 20% by selling a chair for 47.5 and would gain 15% by selling a table for 57.5, है ना? So cost price for chair would be equal to 47.5 and gain 20%. So divided by 1.2. This I can take approximate 40. Why? Because 48 by 12 is equal to 4. And then cost price of table will be equal to 57.5 divided by 1.15. This is exactly 50. So we can say total cost price. Total cost price will be equal to 40 plus 50, which is equal to 90. He sells the chair for 36 rupees. What should be the least price for he must sell to avoid any loss on the two together? So selling price of table 90 minus 36, which is equal to 54. Now we have taken a little bigger value. This one is a little bigger. So our value should be less than 54, but very close to it. So answer is option D. Okay. Kushagra, there is, I don't think there is any problem which will stop you from filling the form. You can fill the form, no worries about that, because you can clear those backs later, right, in the next sem. लास्ट में क्या किया, सी 54 आया ना, our total cost price is less than 90, this value is less than 40, this value is less than 90, so this value should be less than, the actual value should be a little less than 54, है ना, a little, very little less than 54, that is 53.6. बस. Siddhant, in case of NMAT SNAP, yes, the actual questions are also like this. Chalo, let's go to the next one. So, this question, by selling 5 dozen mangoes for 156, it was found that 3/10 of the outlay means the cost price, the cost at which it was purchased was gained. What should the retail price per mango be in order to gain 60%? So, what we can say that we already have 30% profit. We already have 30% profit, right? 3 by 10 means 30% profit. We need to make it 60% profit. So again, from 130% to 160% is what we want, right? And 5 dozen is equal to 60. So now we have calculated all the information. We can say price per mango would be equal to, what will be the new selling price? 156 into 160 upon 130. 30% profit. 3 by 10 is 30% profit. So 130 divided by 60. So in that way you can solve this directly. 15 into 4, 4 into 4, 5 into 3, 3 into, and 4 into 3. So 16 upon 5, that is equal to 3.2. है ना? देखो, finding the total total cost price, then finding new selling price, then dividing it, and then finding the answer. 3 steps that you can skip and find the answer in one step. Right? Akul, Pallavi, Paris, Sumit, Priyam. Correct answers, guys. Okay. So I know most of you are able to solve these questions, but we are not just here to solve these questions. We are also here to learn the best approach that can save your time and increase the efficiency. है ना? So focus on that. $50 आ रहा है. An article is sold at 20% profit. What we can say? SP upon CP will be equal to 120 by 100 or 6 by 5. Let's say SP is equal to 6x, CP is equal to 5x. है ना? So now it says that if its CP and SP are less by 10 and 5, so new SP upon new CP will be equal to SP is less by 5, CP is less by 10, 5x minus 10, 6x, wait a second, in numerator it will be SP, right? So 6x minus 5 upon 5x minus 10 will be equal to the percentage of profit increases by 10, means now the percentage profit is 30. So this we can write as 13 upon 10. So from there 60x minus 50 is equal to 65x minus 130, or 5x is equal to 80, or x is equal to 16. So 5x is equal to 80. This is the cost price, not 50, it's 80. Option B. If you are taking 20% to 22% increase, that is wrong. It says percentage of profit increases by 2. If it was that profit percentage increases by 10%, then instead of 20%, we would have taken 22%. But that would be wrong. It says 20% to 30%, an increase of 10% in profit. ठीक है, 30% Priyam, total profit will become 30%. 30% profit, right? 20% plus 10% is equal to the percentage of profit increases by 10, है ना? Meanwhile, this is the confusing line. Initially, the article is sold at 20% profit, right? So we can say selling price is 6x, cost price is 5x, right? Now, cost price is less by 10 and selling price is less by 5. So new selling price, new cost price, 6x minus 5, 5x minus 10. And now it says, then the percentage of profit increases by 10. Percentage of profit increases by 10. So previously the percentage of profit was 20%, now it will be 30%. So 30% profit, so that's why 13 by 10. Solving that, we are getting this value, okay? How are you guys getting 50? 50 कैसे आ रहा है ये बताओ? चलो, let's try the next one. कुछ भी किया था. Option B. We can also check from options, right? This question can be solved from options as well. That in which case, if you multiply first value by 1.2 and second value by 0.75, in which case we are getting the same value. Or you can solve that cost price of A, cost price of A and cost price of B. What we can say? In one case there is 20% profit, so 1.2A is equal to 0. Or let's take the fraction, right? 20% profit, so the selling price 6 by 5A 25% loss, 1/4 loss, so 3/4 times B. These two are equal, or A upon B, the cost prices of A upon B will be equal to 15 upon 24. यही ना, 15 upon 24. That's it. We need to find the cost prices. One is 15x, second is 24x. Is that correct? बताओ. A upon B is 15:24. Is that clear? बोलो. A upon B is 15 upon 24. ये सही है ना, कुछ दिक्कत तो नहीं है. इसको कैंसिल आउट कर सकते हैं 3 से. 5 upon 8 हो जाएगा. 5 upon 8 is 13 units, which is equivalent to 650. 1 unit is equivalent to 50. So in case of A will be equal to 5 units, which is equal to 250. B is equal to 8 units, which is equal to 400. So option B is correct. ठीक है, बहुत ज़्यादा कुछ करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. इट्स गिवन दैट सेलिंग प्राइसेज आर सेम. सेलिंग प्राइसेज आर सेम, बस वही कंपेयर कर देंगे. A plus B is given, which is 650, and that's it. चलो, let's try the next one. थोड़ी सी मुझे कुछ स्टूडेंट्स को देख के यहाँ पे 9th-10th क्लास की फील आ रही है, जब एक जल्दीबाजी होती थी आंसर देने की, है ना, कि फटाफट कहीं एक्सप्लेनेशन ना शुरू हो जाए और कहीं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ना आ जाए, राइट. एकदम बहुत ही जल्दीबाजी होती थी उस वक्त कि कौन पहले आंसर देगा, कौन पहले आंसर देगा. सो दिस इज़ व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू डू हियर, एंड you guys are also going good. All of us are aware that the level of questions with respect to your preparations in NMAT and SNAP are easy, right? But the only problem is when there is a sense of hurry, there is a pressure of time, right? So that's what I'm trying to put here on you guys. If there is a time pressure, if something is like you are going to miss out, $862.5 आंसर इज करेक्ट. चलो, अगर बोल रहे हो तो करेक्ट ही होगा. अ पर्सन परचेजेज 100 pence at a discount of 10%. The net amount of money spent by the person to purchase the pens is 600. The selling expense incurred by the person are 15% on the net cost price. This is the expense. So total cost price. Total cost price is 600 plus 15% of 600, that is 90, to 690, right? What should be the selling price in order to earn a profit of 25%? Selling price would be equal to 690 into 25% profit, which is nothing but 5/4 times. So this will be equal to 345, and this is 2 times. So 5 into 5, 25, carry 225 plus 1500, 1725 divided by 2, which is equal to 862.5. So option C is absolutely correct, है ना? Yes, Karthik, discount given is excess information in this question, है ना? There is no use to that. That is just to create confusion, है ना? Now this question could have been very beautiful, very calculative, if there was something like some discount is provided on the mark price. What will be that discount percentage? Then this question would have been a little better question, है ना? चलो, let's try this one. So this question says a milkman buys milk contained in 10 vessels of equal size. Okay, if he sells his milk at 5 rupees a liter, he loses 200 rupees. If he sells it at 6 rupees a liter, he would gain 150 rupees on the whole. Find the number of liters contained in each vessel. So the difference in the selling price is 1 rupees. The difference from 5 to 6, the difference is 1 rupees, right? And because of that, the difference here is 350 rupees. 200 loss to 150 profit, correct? If the volume is X, each vessel has a volume of X, what we can say, 10X liter is the total volume. 10X into 1 is equal to 350, or X is equal to 35. That's it. So option D is the answer. The difference in selling price 1 rupees. Because of that, the difference in actual total is 350. Right? 1 rupees liter, 350. So total volume is 350 liters. But there are 10 vessels of equal volume. Each vessel will have 350. Correct? Chalo, let's try this one. 25% is the answer you guys are getting. Okay, let's check it. A shopkeeper purchased a table marked at 200 rupees at successive discounts of 10% and 15% respectively. He spent 7 rupees on transportation and sold the table for 200. Find his gain percentage. So what we can say, the cost price will be equal to 200 into 10% profit, so 9 by 10. Then we have discount, 10% discount, so 9 by 10. 15% discount is 85 by 100 or 17 upon 20. So this is cancelled out. This is equal to 153 and add 7 to this because of the transportation. This is total the cost price. And he is selling at 200. The selling price is equal to 200. So profit percent, the difference is 40 out of 160 into 100. So 4 times 25 times, the answer we have is 25%. है ना? So option B is correct. So Akul, Pallavi, Paris and Sumit. All of you got this correct as usual. Very good. है ना? But yeah, you guys are going in right direction, guys. And now I need to go into the right direction because this class is done for today. Very soon we will be practicing questions from some other topic, most probably next week, Monday and Tuesday. All right. So I hope all of you are enjoying these classes. If you are, then share it with your friends. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe the channel. Okay. So thank you for joining. Bye bye.